with Taylor Jacob Hanchey, and she is the winner of our Breakaway Futurity in the first go here at Ruby Buckle Guthrie. Taylor, this is a really, really cool story because you and this horse just had a very limited amount of time to kind of get together. So tell me more about that story.
So I've had her 2 weeks now. Jason and Kristen Hanchey have had her down in Florida, which is Shane's brother, and Kristen's been running barrels on her, and then Jason's been roping on her, but only for 60 days. So I mean, I've rode her probably 3 or 4 times, and Shane's rode her at the house, trying to just get her ready for me, really. And Jason had her ready, and we got her and kind of got together, and it's a weird spot for me because I usually have mine for a while, you know, so I didn't know what to expect, but it worked out really good.
Absolutely. The results definitely speak for themselves. Now, tell me about this whole kind of like family affair, because you mentioned that almost everybody in the family had something to do with it. So when you got her, what were the things that you focused on, knowing that you could go out and make a confident run if you had kind of these things locked in?
Okay, so Miss Nancy Leach is the owner, okay, and then she sent her to Jason and Kristen. Kristen trained her in the barrels, and Jason trained her in the roping, and then we got her, and I said, Shane, you rope on her first. And so Shane roped on her for a few days and said, okay, you'll be fine, you know, do this, this, and this. Yeah. And then I asked Kristen, I said, what do I do in the barrels, you know? And so she gave me some pointers, and we've kind of just been figuring it out as we go. Thankfully, we were able to exhibition today in the breakaway as well as the barrels, so it just made me feel better getting in both places, which it's funny because I put the barrel saddle on her this morning, cruised her through in the barrels in the exhibitions, and then went and traded saddles, put my rope and saddle on her, and she just handles it like a champ. She doesn't, nothing bothers her. So
that is so cool. And she's neat because she's actually bred more to be a barrel horse, but she's been very successful in the breakaway. So what are your thoughts on that? What do you think events like this and kind of adding the breakaway will do to the versatility of these horses?
I think first and foremost, it's so good for their mind. You know, I think it's improved her barrel racing just by being a breakaway horse. It gives her something else to do. It helps her with her collection. So honestly, I think it's great. And I like to do both, so I like horses that do both as well. And it's worked out so far. Yes.
Now, you're a great competitor, your husband's a great competitor, so give us some mental prep tips. Like, what are the 3 things that you think about to get ready and be at your best before you go and rope or go make a run?
Well, today I didn't do my job on the second one. I really just kind of needed to rope my calf, and I didn't, and so I was pretty disappointed in myself. And I should have done my job. That's the last thing I tell myself is do your job. And really today I needed to catch, and I didn't do that, so that was disappointing. But the things I try to focus on are like I try not to overthink it. Like in the breakaway, I just try to score and not move my left hand because I have a tendency of doing that. And then just kind of keep my rope to the right and throw aggressively, and that's kind of what happened on my second one. I kind of second-guessed my shot, and yeah.
Well, that's excellent advice. Now, my final question for you is, you're definitely no stranger to the world of barrel racing. You know, what are kind of your hopes and your goals as far as your breakaway career?
Well, it kind of changes all the time. I toy with sometimes deciding to go with Shane and try to, with all the breakaways at the rodeos now, I sometimes think maybe I want to do that. And I also have a goal of breeding, raising, training, and winning on one of my barrel horses, which maybe they'll make barrel and breakaway horses now that we have this opportunity for the breakaway. But it kind of changes. Obviously I want to win, and so I think I still need to practice and get a little bit better, but ultimately go somewhere and win.
Well, you're well on your way. Congratulations on an awesome first round today, and thank you so much for coming and participating in our very first breakaway event here at the Lazy E.
Thanks.